Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Lynn and thank you so much for joining me today as I set up my 2021 bullet journal. This is a continuation of the Archer and Olive bullet journal that I had been working in last year, but you know, it's a new year, we gotta set up a new section. For this opening page, I saw that one of my favorite YouTubers, Amanda Rage Lee, had a great little quote at the beginning of her page. Dear 2021, please be good, and I know that I am not the only person out there in the world that is thinking, yes, 2021, please be good. So yeah, that's what I did for my cover page there. And on the left side here, I wanted to kind of have a like word of the year, theme of the year, that sort of thing. So something that really happened for me a lot in 2020 was learning to be flexible and learning to adapt to the things around me. And that's something that I thought was a really good lesson and a really good mindset that I really want to bring into the next year. So here we have flexibility. So I just kind of made this little clipboard and I put flexibility, noun, the quality of bending easily without breaking. So we did all that line art, we're gonna go ahead and erase that, and then I'm gonna take a couple of markers and add a little bit of color. Honestly, I don't really love how this turned out. It kind of looks a little messier than I intended. I wanted it to be sort of a, not like high quality, I guess lo-fi look almost, but instead it just looks like really not well put together. I don't know. I don't know if I want to like go back in and like try to fix it or if I'm just gonna keep it. But either way, I love like what I have going on here, like the theme of it. Okay, I wish I could remember who I saw doing this type of like Dutch door future log because I love it. I've never done any kind of spread where I've had to cut the pages, and as you can see in just a moment, I struggled a little bit with trying to figure out how to best do that. I think I need to go in with a X-Acto knife at some point and just kind of clean up these rough edges. But I love that we've got this sort of like file cabinet look here, and we'll be able to see all of the months spread out together. So yeah, it's really exciting. I usually do a future log every month and just bring forward my activities, tasks, plans, whatever, and bringing those forward every month gets to be a little bit of a pain. So I've never done a future log like this at the front of my bullet journal, and maybe this is like a mistake that I've been making for the last 2 years, I don't know, but using this I think is going to be a lot easier for me, and I'll be able to kind of see a year at a glance, which is going to be awesome. So I'm kind of going ahead at the top and doing like little typewriter-esque fonts or writing, whatever. So yeah, I have a little typewriter style writing at the top, and it honestly looks very plain. I think at some point I'm going to go back in, and what I want to do is almost make it look like a newspaper headline, and that the like different months below are articles. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be a really, really simple layout, but it's something that I think is going to make great bones for going in and spiffying it up at some point in the future. So what I did is cut those 2 pages between the future page, which has January and February, and the log page, which has November and December. So cut those out and then laid out these different columns for each of the months. And then what I'm going to do is take my stamp set and add the month layout under each of those headings. Okay, now we've got a visual, everything makes sense. I have been struggling with kind of making these stamps work for me. I'm trying a new technique here where you just like use a marker to color the days of the month that you actually need. Obviously, February only has 28 days, but clearly that didn't work out super well. I lost a couple of numbers and a couple got a little too bold. And then March, I don't know what happened there. Something was just bananas. But, you know, I went ahead and just stamped out this first quarter of the year and here I'm going to go ahead and set up the next. So something actually I realized while I was doing this particular spread is why a lot of bullet journals have those sort of binder clips that they use, because I am having to hold down these pages so often just to like make it flat so I can use my ruler, and like it's kind of moving a lot, and I need to pick up a couple of those binder clips. I thought that was just like a silly thing that wouldn't really help me, but especially during this spread, I think that would have been a huge help. So what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and finish up putting these months in for the rest of the year with these mini calendars, and just kind of get that going. While I'm going ahead and doing that, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about, I guess, my bullet journaling experiences so far. If you do watch my videos, you know I am not the cleanest bullet journaler. Obviously, I am covered in ink at this point. And I think a little bit later, I'm going to lay my hand right in that open ink pad that I left there. So one of the reasons I really want to do these videos is to share that like bullet journaling on Instagram looks super perfect. Oh, yep, there we go. Whoopsie. But bullet journaling on Instagram always looks very perfect, and you know, perfection's great. Obviously, there's a lot of amazing artists that are spending hours and hours on their bullet journals, and you know, sometimes I like to do that, but I'm not perfect. I am not an artist. I am learning this, and you know, as I'm doing these videos and showing you guys the mistakes that I'm making and how I'm growing through this process, I hope that, you know, you can kind of learn from my mistakes and also see that, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have this amazing Instagram-worthy spread, although really all of them kind of are, as long as it's working for you. That's what matters the most. So yeah, I try out a lot of new things, a lot of new techniques, just to find what works the best for me. Still not sure if stamping is the right thing for me, just because I am prone to making messy mistakes, but you know, we'll see. Oh, and here, yeah, I just went ahead and I had some extra days of the month because it's like, I'm not doing the marker technique, we're just stamping it. So I went in with my white marker and covered up those extra days on those months. So yeah, on the left side here, I have a ruler spread that I've seen a couple other bullet journalers using. I did this before I did anything else, so I didn't really like videotape it. I'm sorry if you care. I don't even know if I like using it yet, so you can kind of ignore it. We'll see. Jury's still out. And then on the right side here, I have my goals page. So I break down my goals into 3 categories. Discover, which is trying new things, learn, which is learning and growing, and do, which is just goals. So yeah, these are my starter spreads to get the year underway, and I'm going to be doing a January spread pretty soon. But we'll go ahead and do a flip through of what I've done today and just take a quick look. Thank you guys so much for joining my bullet journal journey today, and I hope to see you again soon.